I'm Yusuf Estes for Voice of Islam with tidbits. Here's a tidbit for you. Have you heard of something called Ramadan? Well, usually people pronounce it Ramadan, but it's actually got a sound in bo, like this called bo, bo, Ramadan. Got it? You don't? That's okay, who cares? But what is Ramadan? That's the name of a month in the lunar calendar. There are 12 months in the lunar calendar. This is the same lunar calendar used by the Jews long before there was any Christians on the earth, and they always followed the lunar calendar. In fact, they still do today. And it's the same calendar followed by the Muslims. And in it, there are 12 months, and one of them is called the month of Shahr Ramadan, month of Ramadan. And in this month, this is the month of fasting. And Allah tells us about this in Surah Baqarah, in chapter 2, and verse 183. And Allah says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykum as-sawm. And O you who believe, it's ordered for you that you fast Shahr Ramadan, the month of Ramadan, because this was ordered for the people before you the same way. Min qablikum, before you guys. And so this is something that's known now. You see, the month of Ramadan is fasting for us. But there was fasting before for the Christians. If you know, they still have in the Catholic Church some remnants of it called Lent, the month of Lent. And then if you go back to the Jews before Christianity, you find that they have their fasting, and they have the Day of Atonement, and they have their various feasts that they conduct and so on, and there's fasting involved with all of this. So we see that fasting has always been there for the believers in the one true God, the God of Abraham, the God of Ishmael, the God of Isaac, Jacob, David, Suleiman, Moses, and Jesus Christ. Peace be upon them all, and the God of Muhammad. Telling all of us the same thing. When you want to get closer to your Lord, you do some fasting. Stay away from food and drink and intimate relations during the daylight hours. And then when the sun goes down, you can break your fast and enjoy the bounties of Allah. Then in the morning before the sun comes up, you get ready, you eat, and then you stay away from the food and drink for the rest of the day. Well, that's Ramadan, and that's Tidbits. I'm Yusuf Estes for Voice of Islam.